Welcome to our estate sale preview. This week we are in Bethany and I'm going to take you on a tour. We're going to start in the master bedroom. And the first thing I'm going to point out, we have 3 Karastan carpets. This first one is really unusual in that it's a square carpet. Most of them are rectangular. This is actually a 12 by 12 or 13 by 13 square, which is really kind of hard to find in the Karastan world. And then over here we have a Louis XV style bed. It has been converted to a queen size. It's actually, originally these were always full, but it's actually been converted to a queen size frame. And we have a mattress. We have this really nice little antique bench at the foot of the bed. We have another Karastan rug, which has been, looks like it's been cut down from a larger size and then professionally bound. And this nice little desk over here, and a wooden office chair. There's a tiny little bit of costume jewelry. And then here we have a pair of matching little tables that have an inlay top. And you're going to notice the house is really nice, clean, not really cluttered, but just really nice and clean and kind of simple. And it's really kind of a cute little house. A little French style chair and a little glass top brass table next to it. Some linens. And there's lots of antique and vintage items. A lot of the stuff is, over 100 years old. Lots of pictures, lots of really nice pictures. And in this room, we've got a really cute little pair of French style twin beds with old antique mattresses on them. A pair of matched lamps that are in really good condition. And over here, this is the other lamp. Nice little short table, and really kind of an interesting armchair with little gilded accents. And then here we have a nice little wall shelf, and this really kind of fun mirror with the gilding on the bottom, and a cute little table. Okay, in our next room, we've got, it is a queen size bed, and this is literally like a brand new bed, and I don't even think it was ever put together before we put it together. And the matching little chest of drawers, huge mirror with a big gold frame, and over here we have a treadmill, and mirror we don't have the dresser for, but you could use this mirror in a lot of different ways, either over a buffet or over a sink. This is kind of fun. This is an antique exerciser machine. You don't really see these much anymore, but it's really kind of a fun little thing to see. In the office room, we've got, over here we have a couple of bookcases and a leather office chair. We have this computer desk with a bookshelf on top and kind of a nice stereo. It works. We were listening to it earlier. We have kind of an oak school desk and an antique oak office chair, and another little oak side chair. And over here we have a kind of an interesting, it's an antique adding machine. It looked really cool for decor in the office. And this little 1920s buffet mirror. Okay, and next room on our list, we're going to go into the living room. And in the living room, over at the far side, we've got a pair of wingback chairs and a nice little table in between. And we have an antique Buddy Lee doll. And you don't really see these much anymore. And a pair of little Asian vases. We have a little bit of camera equipment and lots of little miscellaneous collectibles. We have some newer contemporary decor. And over here, just a lot of little knickknacks and tchotchkes. And this rug is also a Karastan. This is really unusual, and it's a 12 by 18, and you never, ever, ever find Karastans this big when you look for them. I mean, this is a really hard to find size. Nice little pair of nesting tables, and a little sectional sofa that is, it's like brand new. I mean, it looks like they just bought it, and cute little table. And this artificial palm. And we're going to hop outside for just a second. And Nope, just a ton outside. We have like a blower, just a tiny little bit of yard tools, electric weed eater, or two electric weed eaters, three electric weed eaters, and a spreader, and some lawn furniture, and a little tea cart, this cute little resin wicker chair, and I think there's a chimney in the back. Now back inside, we're going to go upstairs and look at the game room. Let's see. Now up in the game room, there's a little bar and the largest stainless steel bread machine I think I've probably ever seen. A lot of little vintage decor, some like 1920s chocolate pots. We've got a nice little matching pair of bar stools, that with leather seats, with some vintage stereo equipment, and some vintage speakers. Over here, we have a kind of a really great pair of probably 1920s, 1930s chairs. Really elaborate carving that are really neat. And this shelving unit, which is kind of contemporary style. You could work it with mid-century. And a lot of other little collectibles. And then over here we have a telescope. And kind of last up here we have a leather sofa that's like in perfect condition, really nice. And a cute little pair of end tables. Now we're going to go back downstairs. You also notice there's lots of pictures. A lot of it's newer decorator pictures, some of it's antique pictures. A couple more pictures in the hallway or stairway. And this big iron thing that we're selling, but you'll have to bring your ladder so you can get it down. Okay, we're going to go into the dining area. And we have 4 matching dining room chairs and a large pedestal table. You could use this as a side table, like next to a sofa, or you use it as a small dining room table. It's got a nice little elaborate pie crust banding and inlay on the top, and a lot of little antique porcelain and pottery. We have a cute little buffet or sofa table, and this is a little matched pair of chairs. Another big gilded frame, and some more china. And we have a pair of these mirrors and little shelf units. More china, and nice little armchair. Cute little lighted curio cabinet that would be good for display. You can also put this up on top of a table if you need display this taller. And a really large cork carving in glass. These are kind of hard to find ones that are this large. And some engravings. Next, in the kitchen, we've got a really old, probably 1900, 1920 Asian carving that is all done with this wood with gesso on top, and then it's painted. It's a really interesting piece. We have a ton of collectibles. I mean, everything from plates to crystal. There's some hull. There's just lots and lots and lots of little collectible stuff, some china. There's jadeite. Let's see, so lots of silver plate, collector's plates. There's a little bit of milk glass, some depression glass, and I believe there's probably also tiara, and just a lot of cool little vintage kitchen-y things. Over here we've got a baker's rack. And we've got this really cool little rattan set, this little white set, table and 4 chairs, and the rug. And it's really kind of a neat little set. And then another little shelving stand. And some more little tchotchkes and little decorator items. Next we're going to go into the utility room. And we have a high chair. And in the garage, we've got some little miscellaneous stuff, kind of your typical what we call garage items. We have an antique oak armoire that's probably from the teens or 20s. Nice little roll top desk, a bookcase. We have a dryer and what looks like a sewing machine cabinet over there, and a radio flyer tricycle, and this nice little sofa that'd be great for a little apartment, and this little dresser and a little entertainment system. Over here we have a shelf with some little miscellaneous stuff on it and some folding chairs. And that pretty much wraps up our tour. There's actually kind of hard to see in the video, but there's actually a lot of cute little stuff here. So we certainly would like to see you this weekend. And if you get a chance, stop on by. We're going to be over in Bethany. Thanks.